Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Michael, Aka Rickshaw. Welcome to Worship and Tribute Nerd. Today, we are on site at a show. You could hear it in the background, the camera keeps shaking. So I'll see what I can do about that. But you know what? You do what you got to do to fucking get your friends in on this shit.
That's right.
Today, we're joined by... Introduce yourselves, guys.
Hello, I'm Anthony Altamura. I play bass in Straight from the Path.
Hello, I'm Johnny Muench, and I play bass in Greyhaven.
He's lying.
And today, it's been a while since I've seen Anthony, and it's my first time meeting this young fella. And you're handsome as ever, both of you.
Behave.
I always have to come in hot with the man sexuality, just to let everybody know I trust you. You know what I mean?
Trust you, bud.
I inhale your musk, and there's something about it that makes me trust you forever.
We got good ones.
I don't know if I trust this guy, but let's
Do
go.
you trust me forever?
Yeah, I just shook your hand. We're good.
You almost spoke into the beer instead of the microphone. I like that.
Yeah, dude.
Anyways, how's the tour going, guys?
It's great.
Yeah.
These guys just hopped on
we
yesterday.
hopped on 2 days. Yeah.
I've
Glad they're here.
Sick.
I've been wanting to check y'all out, so I'm glad that you were like hanging out with them, and then I get to check y'all out because I'm gonna check him out. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah.
I've known this guy for a bit now, though.
But yeah,
Happy to see him again. You know.
As much as I like talking about everyone's bands and everything, let's just talk about what we're here for, okay?
Nerd stuff.
This is Worship and Tribute Nerd, and we find out what everybody nerds out about. I personally know what Anthony nerds out about, but he's here to tell y'all, and so is the new guy.
I'm the new guy.
The new guy.
So tell us about it. What do you nerd out on, guys?
Mostly horror movies.
Yeah?
That's the main thing.
Right.
Yeah, he's probably more horror movie than I am. I'm horror books too.
Yeah?
I'm a big Stephen King fan.
I have way more Stephen King novels than I've read. I've read like 4 of them, and I probably have 30 because I'm lazy. But
I've read most. I'm reading The Stand right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Never fucking read it.
The worst book to bring on tour because it's like 1,200 pages.
Yeah.
So I'm just...
good luck.
Your backpack just has that in it at all times, which is awful.
Hey, at least if somebody jumps you got a weapon. Right
Yeah.
there. Just,
It's hardback too, so it's just always in the way. But yeah, I'll fuck with it.
I'm hard. You have a horror project, right?
Yeah, I have a small indie horror production company.
And it's called
Nightmare Film Crew.
Right.
We're trying to get some features off the ground at some point, but we do a lot more writing than actual production because it clearly takes money to get it going. But
no shit, right? Yeah. How many projects have you actually worked on?
We've done 2 short films, and then other than that, most of my video work is music videos.
Yeah.
But I think that's the best possible practice for filmmaking in general because every time you do a music video, someone's going to want something different, and it's going to be something new that you haven't done yet, and you got to pull off some new trick that you've never tried before.
Right.
So that's where YouTube comes in handy.
What about you? Do you have any projects or anything outside of the band?
I feel like I feel like I do, and I can't think about it.
What else you got going on?
Yeah.
You got something.
You got something.
I don't think I do.
Obviously, you read a lot of Stephen King books.
I brew beer too, some. That's fun.
Right.
I don't know. I do. It's
well, let's talk about this for a second.
I'm an alcoholic.
Drunk.
I'm drunk.
Let's talk about this for a second. You have interest in filmmaking.
I do, yeah.
You've considered it, and we talked about this before.
Can you make the mic go to your mouth?
Oh yeah. I'm bad about this.
It's all good.
See, we're bass players, so I don't want the mic near me.
We just hit open the whole time.
Yeah.
But being a bass player myself, you're in charge of a few things, making sure everyone likes you. So whether they hate your band or not, you could all join in on talking shit about the same things. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, fucking guitarist over there, fucking thinking he knows fucking everything. You know what I'm saying? What would he be without me?
Yeah. You need that low frequency boy in the band.
Right.
All right.
So you read Stephen King novels. Is that in preparation? Is that in preparation?
Yeah, that's the only thing I do. I just sit around and read Stephen King novels.
Nothing.
No.
You know what? I got it. I know the thing we both nerd over, and I'm still pissed about something. We both love Super Smash 64.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
and
just 64.
I felt unstoppable for years.
Yeah.
And then I met this prick.
Dude, did he destroy you?
I've beaten him a couple times, but
it was like the first time we ever. It was like the first time we ever really met. He flew into town to shoot our music videos.
Yeah.
And he got in and you stayed at my house.
Yep.
And yeah, you talked so much shit.
I'm so ready.
Just thought you were the fucking.
Wait, who did you play as again?
Oh, Pikachu.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, fuck you.
Bastard.
Right.
What do you play as?
Link.
Link, yeah.
That's another thing. Zelda. Ocarina of Time.
Yeah,
Greatest game of all time.
Yeah.
Never going to be topped. I'm sorry. Story-wise, at least.
Yeah.
No, what was the new Breath of the Wild? Was insane.
Yeah, I'm still
Breath
waiting
of
to
the
get
Wild
it
was
because I need to get a Switch. I don't have a Switch yet.
I still haven't played it either, man. Like everybody keeps telling me, you know, when you have fucking all this, when you have a girlfriend, fuck, there goes all your time. That's tell you that much right now.
I played that game for like 10 minutes on Tom's Switch, but I need it.
I got a Switch for Tour because
you got one.
Yeah, I got one just because fucking there's so much downtime and just sitting in the van.
Yeah.
So I got it for Tour. I think that was the first game I got was Breath of the Wild. It's insane. It's nuts.
Been playing Call of Duty Mobile.
My old roommate had a Switch, and so she was like, I'm too poor to buy games. And I was like, I'll buy games. So Mario Kart and Super Mario Odyssey.
Odyssey's tight.
How is it? I
Odyssey
haven't
was
played it.
sick.
Yeah, Odyssey was awesome. It was a lot different. I wasn't ready for some of the differences in there.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. Like I usually like to try to beat a game like all the way, get everything.
Right.
Both that and Breath of the Wild, it's like almost too hard. Like I don't care anymore.
Yeah, they threw some shit at you in
like
Odyssey.
the world is too open kind of thing.
Well,
I like open world a lot though.
They just had like secrets upon secrets, like when you beat the game, there's still like more if you want to like dig deep. And then honestly, there's like that stage, like after you beat the game or whatever, there's like one stage that's like super challenging endurance shit. And I just fucking gave up after a while. Like after 5 hours.
Yeah,
you never really
I got
beat
it.
On the moon or whatever.
Yeah, it took me. Yeah, it took me forever. I got it though.
Right. And it's like one of those situations where like once you beat a certain amount of bosses or parts, you still won't continue from there. So you're like, what do I do? Do I turn back? Do I look for life? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So
yeah,
I have something I wanted to ask you. Go on.
I beat Cuphead too. That was the crazy hard one.
That's grinding.
That took me nonstop of an entire tour.
Proud moment for yourself.
I was proud.
Yeah, sick.
If you haven't played it, it's insane.
Yeah, I played like 5 minutes of it. They had an arcade version at an arcade here.
Yeah.
Played 5 minutes and I was like, this is hard. I'm not gonna.
It's insanely hard.
I'd rather drink a beer than.
I wanted to ask you.
What's up?
That graphic novel you were working on a while ago.
Yeah.
How's that going? You still working on it?
I mean, the story's done.
It is.
Yeah.
Sick.
But I'm
not sure if I was allowed to announce
No,
this
it's all good. Like it's one of those things where like it's like the ghost of my project that floats around the fucking podcast because people bring it up every once in a while, and I'm like someday, man, yeah, it's gonna happen.
Trust me, I feel you. Hey, how's your movie going? What movie? It's a script, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, mine is basically I wrote it in novel form. So it's like a 320-page novel.
I know you sent me like a rough draft of part of it at least.
Yeah.
And it was looking real cool, but curious to see the rest.
But and as an artist, I'm like, yeah, I could do art, but I can't do a fucking whole graphic novel. You know what I mean? So I've been on the hunt. And most people are just bullshitters.
Trying to put together a team for it, you mean?
Right, yeah. It's like, hey, are you an artist? Can you do comic art? Would you like to do something? Yeah, yes, that sounds good. Yes. Here's a copy of it.
That's it.
Never text again, you know what I mean? That kind of situation. So maybe someday. But
I hope so, bud.
So what kind of horror movies did you get this October? Would you soak up?
I mean, I've been going back and watching a lot of classics, like a lot of shitty movies on purpose, like shit I would rent as a child at Blockbuster. Like, oh, that looks terrifying. I want to scare myself. Let me watch that.
The covers back then.
Yeah, that's all I cared about.
Yeah,
that looks crazy. Let me get that.
You could be at the VHS store and just be like, that cover has got me to rent it.
That's it.
And then it's a stinker.
Dolly Dearest. Like, what the
Dolly
fuck is
Dearest.
this?
That movie was so scary.
I don't even know that one.
It's a piece of shit, but it's great.
It was like before Chucky.
But
it was like that concept. Well, it's a demon that possesses a girl's doll.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds great.
A lot of
Yeah.
shit like that.
Jason Goes to Hell.
Jason Goes to Hell.
You can
God
see that
damn.
that one's insanely
Oh,
bad.
Watched They Live Again recently because Craig, our drummer, was talking about it.
They had a
We love
theater
that movie.
showing. They had a theater showing of They Live at the Alamo.
Really?
In my town. Yeah.
That's sick.
I didn't get to see it because I was like at a show or something. You know.
We were just in L.A. and I was gonna try to find some time to go to Tarantino's theater, the
Yeah.
New Beverly Cinema,
Oh, that would
because they were
sick.
screening a few sick horror movies. They were doing like Nightmare on Elm Street,
Yeah.
From Dusk Till Dawn, and shit like that.
That's tight.
Didn't get a chance, but
Yeah, if you're not familiar with Alamo Drafthouse, it's like a Texas thing, and they'll try to dig up whatever they can. Like
Right.
I went to Demolition Man
how was that?
the other day because my girlfriend never saw it. I was like,
I've never seen it.
never seen Demolition Man
Nope.
with motherfucking Stallone, dude?
Nope.
Damn, dude, come on. No,
I don't
you
know.
neither.
No.
You're like the only two people I've talked
I've
to
heard
this
of it.
year.
Never seen the shit.
Well, now you know. You got to see it. Demolition Man. Fucking
I'll have to
Stallone.
check it out just for you.
It's Stallone at its best, dude.
I feel like there's always
That's
those
his
movies
best.
that everyone has seen, and I feel like I'm a pretty big movie buff, and I'm like, I don't really
Yeah,
want
it's
to admit
like-
that I haven't seen that one.
There's just so many goddamn movies that there's so many moments where like Tom in the van, he'll be like talking about some crazy movie, and he's like, "You've never fucking seen that?"
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, "Nope," but
I've
there's
often,
so many movies.
I've often loved how offended.
Tom's never seen Dolly Dearest. I'll tell you that much. You know what I'm fucking saying?
No shit.
Oh man,
Dolly Dearest was a classic, though. It scared the shit out of me. I'm gonna
yeah,
be honest.
terrifying
I'm
as a
just saying.
child.
The bad production actually made it scarier. So
Like Leprechaun or something.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston's first movie.
right.
Somehow her career worked out.
Well,
Well, I think Paul Rudd's first movie was Halloween.
Halloween.
Oh,
Curse
definitely,
of Michael
yeah.
Myers,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
100%.
the
He was so
worst
young.
one
Yeah.
by a long shot.
what's your favorite Halloween?
It's either the original, or the
I love
the
Season of
fun
the
of
Witch.
Season of the Witch,
I
yeah.
love Season of the Witch, but
so much
I
fun.
like 4 a lot too. When they brought the niece in,
okay.
Right.
I thought it was fun
Isn't
and
that
good.
Curse?
And then they brought her back.
I'm literally
and
wearing
Rob
a shirt
Zombies.
with
Oh.
all of them on it right now. So we're gonna see. We got
Oh, yeah, you got 'em all.
Return
Yeah, and then Curse.
and then Revenge.
Oh, Revenge.
And then
Which-
H2O.
And then Curse.
No, and then Curse. Curse is the one with Paul Rudd, and I've never finished it.
Okay.
It's so
I
bad
remember
I've
him
never
in that.
finished it.
Right.
The niece character, I forget her.
She's
the
in
actor's name.
Rob Zombies.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
in that.
that was sick.
Didn't
Brought her
she show her body in that one?
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know.
Same.
Was that her?
yeah. She was which
Right.
is weird when we
I'm
talk
sure
about her
she
being
did.
like an 11-year-old girl.
It
And
is
like, Okay,
weird.
well I don't.
It's all legal, guys. It's all legal.
It was tight. It was
All right. So what else, guys?
I mean,
Beer. That's cool.
It's
Everyone
tw-
likes beer.
2019. You can't be sexual. You can't tell someone they have a sexy body anymore.
God.
You know.
Is that what you do? Just go up to a girl? Hey,
Besides
you got a sexy
telling us
body.
that, you told us we did right off the bat, so that worked out.
I mean, that's a big part of Friday the 13th movies.
Yeah. It's like,
Where
it's
are
like
you
the whole
at?
movie. There's
Any-
a guy in a mask, and then
Yeah.
there's naked people.
Any horror movie though, honestly,
I'm not the biggest fan.
and I don't like that because it's like it cheapens the movies a lot. I think.
Sure.
But see, I think it teaches you that like in that situation,
To
you
get
need
scared
to
to
stop
have
being
sex?
horny. Like just you're in a situation
And
where you think
run.
you might be
Get
murdered.
the fuck out of there.
Turn off your genitals, man.
Yeah,
you
straight
start
up.
using your brain.
Yeah,
okay?
quit having sex in the woods at night.
Right.
That's
Yes,
Or it
some
also
people are
teaches
so
you
big on that.
if you're a
That movie.
lifeguard, don't have sex and neglect the people swimming. That's what it also teaches.
is that in? Is
Especially
that,
when there's piranha.
Yeah, that's why Jason kills all of the counselors because they were busy like doing it and fornicating.
That's true,
He
yeah.
drowned. There you go.
Yeah.
You know, you just reminded me. You ever see that movie Final Girl?
Yeah.
Amazing movie.
Yes.
I
Brilliant
haven't seen that
concept.
Yeah.
Oh my
what
god.
about
You gotta see it.
you know that movie? What is it called? The movie with the STD ghost.
Oh, It Follows?
It follows. Yeah.
That was
Loved it.
pretty tight.
Yeah.
Loved it.
That was
Right.
one of the better ones
Yeah.
in recent years. I
Like,
think.
Better horror movies that come to mind in recent years, like
House of the Devil.
It Follows, House of the Devil.
House of the Devil's the number
Starry
one.
Eyes.
See, I'm gonna have to see House of the
Babadook.
Devil now.
House of the Devil's
Babadook?
like
Oh my God.
one of Babadook was awful, dog.
Get the fuck out of here.
that
See, I
movie-
like that one.
Unplug his microphone.
Bruh.
I'm
was-
gonna keep going. Hereditary, Midsummer. Come on, dude.
I want to
Yeah.
bring that back up at some point.
You bring it up right now. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
that fucking movie was dude. I was laughing the whole time. Like I couldn't find anything scary about the Babadook.
The Babadook?
And
loved
it
it.
kind of reminded, like,
Loved
even
it.
the name. Do you know? You remember that movie that came out? Everyone shit on it, called The Bye Bye Man.
Oh, that movie.
Like-
so
like
I will
you-
say, for the first like 30 minutes of that movie, I was like, "This is gonna be fucking
You actually
sick."
watched
And
The
then
Bye
it just
Bye
went-
Man.
Yeah, it was
Pew!
bad. It was
Dude.
so bad.
I didn't even.
But the
see
intro was rad. It like
I mean,
got
it
me hooked
started
for a
pretty
second, and then
promising,
it just
yeah.
went down.
What's how I thought about what was it Sinister? The one where they find the tapes.
Yeah, Sinister.
That was tight,
Right.
but that went to shit real quick for me.
Yeah, I didn't like that
and
movie
then
that much.
Mick from Slipknot was the villain or whatever.
It looks just
Oh
like it.
fuck!
Yeah.
It does.
Not
That's
in-
crazy.
It
I was
wasn't
seeing,
scary looking.
We did like a Halloween talk to where I realized that like most fucking Halloween villain or most scary movie villains look like they were in Slipknot. Like fucking Jason is like jumpsuit mask.
Yeah,
Mike
jumpsuit
Myers
mask.
jumpsuit mask. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
Mike Myers and Austin Powers. Yes, that's
and then Leatherface, new Slipknot album. He's wearing his own personalized
straight up
outfit,
yeah.
right?
There you go.
Oh, yeah, like it looks like Tortilla Man. That's what they call them.
Oh yeah.
Should we do this while we're on horror still?
Yeah, let's do it.
Top 5 horrors,
Oh,
horror movies.
It's gonna be
I feel,
hard.
I feel like you probably just have this written down.
I mean, it's
Like, I think
it's definitely
you know,
the
I gotta think
easiest
about
top
it.
5 you could ask me. Like you
Yeah, no, like
could ask me my top 5 favorite bands, and that's gonna change a lot, and
Right.
I'm gonna have to think about it. This is probably the easiest for me.
All right.
Let's do it.
You guys want to go first?
No, I mean
You go
you're
first.
ready.
Yeah, you're ready.
Yeah,
You
but
got
like
that look in your eye.
Yeah, you just need more time to think. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go, and this I won't say in any specific order, but
Right.
these are the top 5.
Okay.
The Exorcist obviously is just never gonna be topped.
Right. Okay.
The Shining,
Okay.
Nightmare on Elm Street,
Okay.
Candyman,
Candyman.
Never
Pet
seen
Cemetery,
Original Pet
That's-
Cemetery.
Yeah.
original Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, because the new one was trash.
Yeah.
I hated the new one.
That's
Honestly,
what-
all these fucking remakes
really-
are trash.
There was things about that movie I liked,
It,
but
It remake. Do you like the It remake?
loved it.
I, again, big fan of just the books.
Right.
I found the old Pennywise scarier.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Because there's that one scene where he's jumping up and down. Look. There were some
the new
fucking
one.
scary scenes in the new one, and,
Yeah.
I did like the new one.
the
for
Georgie
sure.
scene was the best part of the whole movie.
Oh, insane,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, there were some great parts in it, but there was others that didn't fully hit home for me.
And honestly, the second one that just came out recently, I enjoyed it for sure, and the ending was awesome.
Yeah.
There was a couple scenes in there where I just felt like things were way too over the top, like for no reason.
Right.
Like you guys have seen it, both of you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like the fortune cookie scene, the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah. They took
Oh,
it a
yeah.
little
It was
too
just
far.
like, what is going on? This is. I
That-
feel like I'm watching the Three
that
Stooges
and
right
then-
now. You know what I mean? Like,
and then I hate this with any like horror movies too. God, there was that. It's right at the end. They like can tell like, okay, you know, if we like don't believe in it or be like we're not scared by this, then you know he'll die or,
Right,
or whatever.
yeah.
But it's like it's like he's standing there ready to kill them, and they had a conversation about it.
Right.
Like he's just like, no, take
Yeah.
your time.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Figure it out.
And they all talk about it. They're like, oh, shame him, shame,
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like, oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
It was pretty lame.
and I
honestly.
get they're trying to keep the whole idea that like
Yeah.
the 7 of them together are the strongest they can be and all that. I get that, but like
you know, they would have lost.
he
though.
is a gigantic monster right now,
To be
and he could kick all of your asses. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Like to Stephen King though, they wouldn't have
Yeah.
won in this little world that in this movie because
Right.
they didn't all have sex together. Okay,
Yep.
so they would have been more powerful if they would
Which
have
is
had
great.
sex.
Have you all
Exactly.
read the book?
Yeah,
It's
I did.
insane
Yeah.
when
It's
you read that scene, honestly.
A little too much. And
Dude.
the
The most insane part to
Henry
me,
Bowers scenes are insane too. Like,
you know,
when
whenever
Patrick Hockstetter catches him, I mean, well, when Bev catches him with Patrick, it's
Nuts.
weird. It's a lot going on.
are we gonna
So
put
we're
it
gonna
on
have to wrap
pause?
this up soon,
I mean,
within like the next 10 seconds, I guess.
how about we just put it on pause and then we'll carry on later.
I'm down if
for
you
a
wanna
little
keep this
bit. You know what I
rigged
mean? Cool.
I'll keep this rigged up and
Yeah.
ready.
All right, we're taking a break.
Bye.
Thank you so fucking much. We are straight from the pit from New York. Have a good fucking night. Try to watch us up next. Peace and love. Peace and love. Get home safe. We'll see you next time. Peace.
So we're back.
I love it.
Hey,
We're back.
Dragon Neck played a
Show's
show.
over.
Yeah, show's over. So,
What's up, guys? Now I'm tired.
And I'm a little drunk.
Things have changed. How you guys
Yeah.
doing?
now it's it pulled out the wild card, you know?
Yeah.
You filmed the first half before the show. Second half,
Oh, man.
after show, fucking wild
We're
card.
still having fun, though.
Right. You know, we're all having a good time. We've had some drinks. You know, we've had some high fives going
That's
on,
right.
hugs.
That's right.
So, did you guys have fun on the show tonight?
Had a great time. It's actually my favorite show of the tour
Yeah?
because we didn't really fuck up, you know? That was sick. It was awesome.
Right, it was tight. It sounded real tight.
Thanks,
Yeah.
dog.
Y'all too.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Yes. I've
Yeah.
wanted to see y'all play for a while, and it was very enjoyable.
Thank you. I'm glad we were able to make it enjoyable for you.
It was a satisfying rock and roll experience tonight all the way around.
Rock show.
So, where were we at with the talk? We were talking about scary movies or some shit,
top
right?
You guys
Top-
have to do your top
Oh,
five.
top
yeah.
five.
Yeah, which I should have thought about for the past hour, but instead I gambled all my money away and got drunk.
Well, you're
Would
still
you play
up.
CeeLo?
Yeah, we played. Yeah.
Yeah. How much
I
did you
did
lose?
not.
Well, I'm technically still up, but I was up a lot more than I'm up now,
Right. That's gambling.
and that's
The swing.
and that's gambling.
And that's gambling. baby.
And that's how you do it.
Gambling. I work at a casino, and
Do you?
Yeah, you'd be surprised at the amount of people that are fucking like they
Raging-
expected to
raging
win for
lunatics.
real. Like, and they'll let you know. Like, they'll be like, when I was a dealer, they'd be like, "Are you fucking kidding me, dealer? Are you fucking kidding me right now, dealer?" Like, yeah,
Sounds,
you
kind of
walked
sounds
into a
like me and Mikey. This is
Yeah.
your fault.
Yeah.
So I
when-
got out of that business.
Okay. Yeah. Anytime I do go to the casino, there is always that fucking asshole that just gets so mad at the dealer.
Yeah.
So top 5 favorite
five.
horror movies, which has been spanning hours now.
Yeah.
You better have it instantly now.
Yeah. Right. I got to do Halloween. I think
Yeah, of
that
course.
fits in there.
That's
Halloween's a must.
We've been talking about House of the Devil extensively today, and I adore that movie.
So explain real fast. Which one is House of the Devil? I'm starting to think maybe I have seen it.
West,
If
baby.
you didn't know, you would think it
Innkeepers
was a
as well.
70s movie.
Right.
It
It's
just
shot to look like the 70s.
100%.
Yeah.
I thought it was until like halfway
Yeah.
through.
Is it like on Netflix or anything like that?
It,
No.
no,
No.
Starry Eyes was on Netflix for a while. That's what I was thinking.
It's one of those real slow builds.
Probably find it on
Right.
like Amazon or something. Amazon Prime
Is
Video.
it-
No, I don't think it's on
What's on the-
anything. I think you just
No
gotta go
way.
straight buy that shit, dude. Support.
I
horror
feel like
movies.
you know what? I feel like I
Yeah.
have seen it, but I'm gonna check it out again, just in case.
That's a tough one to tell you the plot without instantly getting to the end of the movie.
Right.
But you could just
Yeah.
say a woman gets a babysitting job and things get crazy.
and Bruce
Which-
Willis is a ghost.
But it's not
Wait,
really a babysitting job.
Which so far my two horror movies are both babysitting job movies. So
There
Oh,
you go. Yep.
I just like babysitters.
Yeah.
Right.
He's a
Great
babysitter.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, he babysits me.
My wee will baby.
I'll let you think on it. I'll name a couple.
yeah, you
I'll
name-
mine. Like I'm not even gonna claim that these are gonna be the best fucking ones. You know, like in my life,
trust you.
they're just at the top of my fucking head right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, Child's Play 2,
Thank you.
one
It's
of
the
my
best one.
all-time
It's the best one.
favorite horror movies. Of course, The Shining. Definitely, you said that one. Honestly, I saw Dr. Sleep in it. It might.
Is that
Haven't
already
seen it
out?
yet.
It might be better.
Uh,
than.
Wow.
I didn't realize that was already
It
out.
comes out this week.
Wait a second.
Okay.
Fandango was like, "Yo, you want to see it early?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me get that."
That's sick.
If you're saying
But-
that, it has to be good. Holy shit.
But dude, it's fucking awesome, man. Like I want to see it again, and then maybe I'll see it again after that. You know what I'm saying? One of those repeats.
Sounds good. I just saw the Joker twice. Or
I
Joker.
haven't seen
Sorry.
Joker yet.
Joker was so
Ridiculous.
unnerving. Like it was.
Loved it.
It made me feel icky.
So I got another which I think beats the other two. Blair Witch Project.
Sick.
That's the scariest movie
Good
I've ever seen.
choice.
To
Really?
me, most people aren't as scared by it. That Blair
And
Witch
you
Project
see
scares the shit out of
nothing.
me.
I got motion sickness so bad. That was my
Really?
problem. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I straight
That
up was
fucks
like, I wanted to throw up by the end of the movie, but I was like, I appreciate the plot and stuff. It was awesome, but I really did want to throw
And the
up.
way they
just
went
because-
about marketing that and everything,
Yeah.
it was just
Yeah.
like genius.
Yeah,
Can't believe
absolutely scares the shit out of me, like
Um,
entirely. So that's in there. I love House of a Thousand Corpses as well.
it. Nice.
Yeah,
I know-
I saw 3 from Hell in theaters.
Did you think it was good?
It sucked, but it was but it was awesome.
Yeah, I keep hearing
It's one of
stuff like
those like I mean, I had a great time watching it. But when I went and saw it because it was only 3 days in theaters, they did like a special feature afterwards, so you got to see all the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
And Sig Haig, however you said
Hig.
Hig,
Sid.
Sid.
Hig. Sade.
Oh well, yeah.
Sorry, I had to fuck you up there. Go
But
on.
yeah, he I guess he got sick right before, like a month before filming started, and so Rob Zombie had to rewrite the entire script. And so you see it in there, but
Yeah.
he did a really good job, I think, with what he had to deal with.
Right.
And I really think if he didn't have to do that, the movie would have been like pretty fucking sick. But I love House of a Thousand Corpses.
Well, at least they powered through it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet,
It's so
but-
fun. It's so fun movie. So
I'm gonna have to put Evil Dead in there, but like we're just gonna keep it as a franchise. You know what I mean? Like because the remake was fucking sick.
the remake was tight.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I love I love
2.
1 for what it is, but 2 was really when it took off. You know what I mean?
Really, so
Yeah.
that's how you feel. All right.
Yeah. So Evil Dead, I have to put it up
Okay.
there.
Evil
Fuck.
Dead remake. It was unbelievable.
I thought it was,
Yeah.
dude. It,
Bloodiest movie in the world too.
Yeah.
I think it was maybe one of the only horror movies that's ever made me queasy. Like I felt
Everything looks so realistic.
when
it's
the blood
ridiculous.
started like clotting up into little beads.
Yeah.
I see,
Or
dude,
pulling the needle
Yeah.
out of the guy's eye.
Out of the eye.
dude, insane,
Oh man.
absolutely
Ridiculous.
insane.
They like they slowly walk you through the possession too. Like you're starting to feel it more and more. You know what I mean? Just like, especially whenever that chick as an actress is amazing too.
Oh, yeah.
Though. She's like, something is in the room,
Popping out of the
with us,
floorboard.
and it's still here. You know, just like
I think you got the next role.
Yeah, you'll
Thanks,
play
dude.
you'll
Hey.
play the sequel for sure.
yeah. You seen Creepshow?
Um,
Yeah, like
I was
the
gonna
new
ask you
series
for
or
one,
whatever.
too.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
haven't seen the new one. Sorry, I forgot about the
Yeah,
new series. Yeah.
I recommend it. It is very awesome.
Where are you watching it?
Shudder.
Shudder, of course. Yeah.
If you don't have Shudder,
Mhm.
you get it $5 on like the Amazon app. You know what I mean? Like to
Right.
where you, yeah. And
Yeah, I should probably.
it's
have
all
Shudder.
horror.
I don't yet.
It's all horror movies. All you know what I mean? So yeah, I recommend it. It's like watching Creepshow the movies, except for they're 15-minute episodes.
Right.
So you get 2 of them every 30 minutes. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
That just reminded me. The most recent Twilight Zone was awesome. I don't know
Oh.
if you saw that.
I only got to see the
No?
first episode of that season. That new
Which one was
season.
the first one?
The
Can't think.
Comedian.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets real good.
So let's try to go back to some more top
Yeah.
fivers. Top
You're at
fivers.
what? 3? You're at 3
I at
or
3?
4?
I'm just kind of saying them off the top of my head, you know.
Mhm. Yeah, whatever. Give me a couple more.
I mean, I'm not even gonna claim it's best of all time, but honorable mentions also. You know what I mean? Cabin in the Woods.
Love
Going
it.
to Woodsick. Yeah.
Watched
Yeah.
it so recently. Again,
Really?
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen it in a while.
Just the fucking outside looking in kind of vibe from it. You know, like it's just a show.
I like 28 Days Later a lot. That's
Awesome.
I like Danny Boyle a lot. Danny
Okay.
Boyle's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Craig and I were just talking about 28 Days Later, and we were talking about how I've never seen 28 Weeks Later,
It's fun.
and he said he loves it. So
Yeah, I think it's it
I'm gonna have to
doesn't
check
really
it out.
lose too much quality. I think it's a
Right.
damn good sequel.
Sick.
I mean, every once in a while, a franchise doesn't care to like pump them out every fucking year, and they just make good movies. So,
Right. Yeah.
which doesn't happen anymore. Really, they try too damn hard. They want our money so bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like, where are all these,
most of
these
those
cheap
old
indie
ones
films that
were putting
don't
out
pop
pretty
up
bad
anymore?
ones.
Yeah.
I mean, like we just talked about with the Halloween.
Oh.
I mean, it's pretty bad.
That-
Same with Jason
It's
and all
different.
that. Friday the 13th. I mean, some of them have I think sometimes the direct sequels are pretty. Like the second Friday the 13th has some insane, like puppetry and shit done in it, like insane special effects.
Right. And even, I mean, I am my own point that I'm arguing kind of like we lived through it though. Like, I mean, whenever I was like, last time I was like grinding through all the Chucky movies that I read like a bunch of shit, how like after part 1, they're like, gotta get on top of part 2, gotta get on top of part 3. And like, I guess
Grind them out.
Yeah. But those all ended up amazing. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, most.
I don't know. Maybe magic happens either way.
Right.
Like when
And
somebody
there's a lot
wants
of
our
sequels
money.
that are good, man.
Yeah,
Crazy.
most of the Saws are fun.
Oh yeah.
I like most of the Saws.
I
They're
really
just
do
fun.
too. Yeah, I rewatch Saw, the original, maybe 4 times a year at least. Like
Really?
I don't know why. I just always go back to it.
I was always a big Hostel fan. Maybe over
Hostel was
Saw.
awesome too. Yeah.
Part 2 kind of lost some of the flair, but I thought 1 was. It's another one of the slow builds, and it wasn't just.
Dude, when that dude got his dick cut off, that was
rough.
really.
That was part 2.
That was 2. Yeah.
That movie
That was
is
very
probably,
realistic.
It's probably my favorite work by Eli Roth in general.
And you know who did a cameo in that?
What was it?
So when they're going down the hall and they're asking everybody when they have that extra the body being like for a few extra $1,000, do you want this body
Okay,
as well?
right, yeah.
I think that's one of the guys that cut the dick off or something. It was around that area. They open up a door and a dude is eating a body.
Okay.
You know what scene I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's like cutting the dude's like leg
Yeah,
off
they
and
open the
stuff
doors down in the basement
and
it's
eating
like
it.
all
It's the
creepy
director of
shit.
Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh wow.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, weird little cameo in there because
Really cool.
I think that's like Eli Roth's favorite movie or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not a-
especially
it's not a
when,
great movie.
The Green Inferno came out. That's clearly
Yeah,
super
such
influenced
a-
by it. Yeah.
I liked the Green Inferno as well.
I enjoyed
Actually, some
it.
people gave it shit.
I feel like I should go back and rewatch it because I might appreciate it more the
It's
second
fun.
time. But
Some of
I need
those
to go back.
some of those horror movies you're not like, wow, that was incredible. I was just like, I had a good time. Like that was
Right.
fun to watch.
Oh, and back to Saw. I seriously think Lee Winnell is unbelievable. The writer of it.
okay, yeah. I mean, the
guess
first one.
him and James Wan came up together.
What a fucking twist in the first one. The first one ruled.
Oh yeah.
What,
like
Saw?
the
Yeah.
sickest
Yeah.
ending I can remember.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that one dude though, that was in Princess Bride. He was a little
yep.
much. He was
Yep.
a little much at.
And he was
that.
Jerry in Liar Liar.
Yeah.
Jerry, enjoy
Yeah.
my wife.
Claw's
Yeah.
gonna get you.
Coming at you.
a lot of those movies Saw included. I saw the scary movies before I saw some of those movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, which almost just takes so much of the effect out. You know, scary movie you got like
Because then you see the actual scene and you're laughing.
yeah,
because
you
you're
get
thinking
you have
about-
like Shaq and like Dr. Phil in the room
Right.
instead, and yeah.
Mhm.
So
I have this fucking guilty pleasure for the fucking Demon Knight, the fucking Tales from the
Demon
Crypt
Knight
movie.
Tales from-
That's
yeah,
like
Tales from the
one of
Crypt.
my favorite movies.
And
Fucking-
the original. There's another one that I saw recently. It said Tales from the Hood, and I was like, I
Oh,
clicked on
yeah.
it right away because I thought it was the old Tales
Tales
from the Hood.
2.
So I
Yeah,
was
it was
like, what
so
is going
bad.
on?
2 was
Dude.
so bad.
Yeah, but the original one,
Yeah.
the whole this ain't no funeral home, whatever at the end.
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
I can't get over the effect at the end when it reveals that he's the devil.
Yeah.
And it's just the most insane looking, like green screen, like explosion of fire behind
Yeah.
him. and It's absolutely
have
amazing.
you seen Satan's Little Helper?
Yes. Yeah.
I haven't.
Weird
And
movie. So crazy.
and
It's
they just went to a Halloween store and bought a costume.
that
Like
was-
the gloves
that was
included.
it. Yeah. That's all.
So like the
That's
guy-
all that caused this.
So that costume, the devil in it
Mhm.
has like a giant creepy grin going the whole time.
Yeah.
But because it's there, he never says a word in the movie because the mouth doesn't move. So
Yeah.
he's like always has that look and just shaking his head. But he's wearing the gloves, so he'll like point. And you know how
Right.
you know in those gloves you like, pull your hand, and it doesn't. It kind of does that instead. Like,
Yeah.
it looks
Wait, what do you
ridiculous.
mean?
You know.
What do you mean? What are you saying?
Like it just
You know what I'm
looks fake
saying?
as fuck.
Like when when people are wearing those giant gloves and they like turn their hand, but you see all the extra rubber.
Oh, okay.
And you
Right,
see
right,
how
right.
ridiculous
Yeah.
it looks. And so the whole movie is that, and it's
Like-
insane.
Oh man.
have you ever
that's a
seen,
bad one.
Have you ever seen Brain Scan?
Oh,
I haven't,
I
no.
for sure like anytime I'm scrolling through, I've seen that so many times.
Brain
in my life.
Scan?
Never watched that movie.
One of my favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those movies where like they were trying to give birth to that new villain, that new big bad. and it's about a kid. It's about Eddie Furlong
Okay.
from Terminator 2.
No.
Yeah, and he's like playing. He loves horror video games, right? And so his buddy's like, "Oh, yo, read about this new one, man, and it fucking like the TV uses light to like affect your brain, and then you have like this hallucination trip, and like during it, you're supposed to kill someone, and that's what the game is."
Okay.
So then,
Little John Connors. in
yeah. So of course, when he wakes up, the person that he killed, he might have done it. So then you are introduced to like a villain
Right.
that's like this guy that runs the game or whatever. So it's a good one. You should check it out. It's,
Little,
it's kind of just
little
like
bit like Season of the Witch, except
it's kind of like a
video
metal
game.
dude. He like it's like a metal dude that shows up and he plays Primus and shit. So it's
Sick.
pretty cool. Like no joke, like
That's
straight
great.
up.
Sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it's sick.
Did you guys finish your top fives? I think you did, right?
I mean, I named like 5.
Yeah,
I
you
got,
got
I
five.
got close enough, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I have a question.
Okay, go.
Outside of horror movies, what's your favorite movie ever? You have one movie you can watch for the
Okay.
rest of your life. That's it.
That's
Of
You're
all
fucked.
movies ever, I claim that because it's like there is some hard, difficult choices, you know, like whenever it comes to that. But I claim The Goonies
Nice.
as my favorite
That's a good
movie
choice.
of all time.
I like that.
And I recently saw that in the theater too, and it was fucking
That's cool.
still amazing, still awesome.
Right.
And that movie did a lot for, you know, like movies.
Yeah,
Like
in
that
general.
whole fucking cast became famous. You know what I mean? Like Josh Brolin was a fucking
yeah,
You clearly you wouldn't have something like Stranger Things now if
Yeah.
it wasn't for that movie.
yeah,
Yep.
big time.
hell yeah.
I don't know if I have like a number one.
You're on an island.
That's-
You have a TV, but you have one DVD.
Okay, so
And it
Lord of the
skips.
Rings not
Yeah.
compacted into one. Man, I love Big Fish.
That's
Great
a good
choice.
one.
That's
I
amazing.
I really love Big
Tim Burton,
Fish,
man.
and it's I think it's one of Tim Burton's coolest works. It's a lot
Yeah.
less gothic and,
Right,
and,
yeah.
and just like a great.
It's still very stylistic, though. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, yeah.
And what's crazy is it's based off a book, and I picked up the book a couple of years ago to read it. Nothing like the book. Like the book is
Just totally different.
Yeah, the book doesn't have half the shit in it. The book's not even that great, honestly. So whoever the screenwriter was for that, like, props to him for just writing an
Yeah.
incredible movie around such a small idea that book even was.
That's
Right.
crazy.
But
That's
I do
cool.
adore that movie.
That's a good one. That's a
Yeah.
good one to love.
Yeah, I think we get it doesn't get enough love sometimes. I think everyone ends up loving it, but no one ever really talks about.
Yeah, I had to
That one.
I was like, in my senior year, I had to watch that movie in one of my themes in film class.
I actually I quoted it for my senior quote.
Sick.
Actually.
What was it?
So I missed picture day,
Mm-hmm.
and so
You bastard.
yeah, I missed picture day, and so there's no picture of me in the yearbook, and fuck, what is the quote now?
So there's no picture of you. It's just this quote.
Yeah, it's just the quote. It's just the quote. And,
It says Johnny loves this
yeah,
quote.
yeah. And it's a quote from Big Fish that says, "You don't need a picture, just look up handsome in the dictionary."
Oh, that's an amazing quote to
Perfect
fit
for the
right
fact
there.
that you're missing your
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was going to be something like super inspiring. It was just like, yeah, dude, I'm not in the yearbook.
Yeah, just the
I
most,
love that.
just the cockiest fucking thing.
Oh,
Hey, so
you
do
nailed that.
Do you guys like see like comic book movies or anything like that?
I'm not big into comic books or comic book movies
Yeah.
at all, but I do fuck with the Amazing Spider-Man movies for some reason. Love them.
You love the
I
Amazing
love
Spider-Man
them.
movie?
So does
Like
Drew.
Toby-
Drew does too. I don't know why. I fuck with those movies.
Are you talking about with-
the newest dude is amazing too, but
you talking
like
about the
Homecoming or whatever?
The original, like,
Huh?
with what's his face?
Tobey Maguire?
Tobey
No, I'm
Maguire.
talking about
no, he's
Andrew
talking about
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, I think he
Oh,
nailed it.
okay.
He nailed it. And
Yeah,
obviously the
Right.
Dark Knight, Batman Begins is amazing.
They're fun. You
Right.
know?
Yeah. I just
But it's like, here's all your favorite superheroes, slam them into a movie.
Yeah,
It's
like-
this epic event, but it's like
Like I'm not going.
I'm just not into that.
I'm
You
not
know what
going
I mean?
out to watch them.
I'm not dying to see them.
But I have been on a plane before, and it's been on the
And
plane.
I'm watching that
and I'm
shit.
like, okay, that's
Yeah.
gonna be a
Right.
fun like 2 hours.
I'm
right
not gonna
now.
watch like Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas over like Endgame. I'm gonna check it out. You know what I mean?
And why not?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. That's actually the best movie. That I was gonna say. I haven't
That-
said my number one movie.
Yeah.
Flintstones Viva Rock Vegas.
Is that the first one? Or the sequel? The
unbelievable.
sequel that's just
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
Is that Rosie O'Donnell in the sequel?
Like Stephen Baldwin as like Barney. Yeah. It's amazing.
Did you see what it may have been this year? What Kanye West and his family went as for Halloween this year?
No.
Well, I'm only saying it because you brought it. So they went as the Flintstones,
Mm-hmm.
except Kanye West decided not to be Fred Flintstone and instead was the big purple dinosaur.
Oh my God.
So the whole family is dressed up as
Right.
the Flintstones, but Kanye
There's-
West is just in this dinosaur.
There's no Fred.
There's no
Yeah.
Fred.
There's no Fred
That was
anywhere.
his decision. If,
Like
if that's
Dino?
that's amazing.
Like, is his
Dino,
name
yeah.
Dino?
yeah. So that's if he's. It's
Dino-
not obvious that the man's having a bit of a breakdown.
That is crazy. I
should
guess
write a horror
before we
movie.
move on, I will just tell you quick. I'll tell you quick. My favorite movie of all time is Stand By Me. That's mine.
Oh,
It's a great one.
So
No,
that
there's
is a
more
great
Stephen
movie.
King.
yeah.
Huh?
More Stephen King.
Yeah, The Body, dude.
Yeah, Stephen King is amazing. We end up talking on my channel. We talk about Stephen King a lot because he's just fucking killing it.
Dude, I've
man.
seen him live.
Yeah.
He came to Louisville and was just like on a book tour
Right.
for End of Watch, which was the last one
Okay.
for the Mr. Mercedes series, which sucked actually. I have a signed copy of it, and I'm like, of all fucking books, I hated this one. Like, I didn't even finish it; it was awful.
Damn.
But the first two in that series were great. But he came, and he did just like spoke for like an hour, but really didn't talk about books. It was like a comedy stand-up act. He
That's
just
awesome.
did like a
Yeah.
stand-up act for an
Right.
hour and was hilarious.
Yeah, I've seen like videos of stuff like that with him, and every time he's just hilarious.
He kind
It's
of
crazy.
dabbles in his work, but it's just a stand-up act. It was awesome.
I seen a video of him and George R.R. Martin, like, and they were like both on stage together and like hanging out, and just talking about like shooting the shit for a crowd or whatever.
awesome.
And they were
That's
like,
all they need to do.
They were like, "Hey, do you have
Just
it?
talk.
Does George R.R. Martin have anything, to ask, Stephen King?" And he's like, "Yeah, I have something to ask Stephen King." He's like, "How the fuck do you write so many books?"
Yeah.
It's like,
For real.
fuck.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
For real though.
Yeah.
It's
I can barely
insane.
get through a.
And he doesn't even do
90
drugs
page
and
script.
alcohol anymore. So, damn.
Which that is definitely where the some of those crazy sex scenes had to have been coming from.
Right.
I hope.
Who knows?
It was just like he's fucking so high and drunk right now. He's like, I don't know. Let's
Yeah.
gangbang
Yeah,
this
something's
12-year-old
gotta happen
girl.
here.
Like I don't know. What
Yeah,
he's
I
doing.
think it's pretty interesting to look at the parallels. Like, do you know what Dr. Sleep is about?
Yeah, I've read
I,
Doctor Sleep.
Yeah.
I haven't
And-
read it, but I know what it's about.
Well,
yeah.
it's like, like if you take a look back, it's like he wrote The Shining because he was like stumbling through this hotel wasted, and like he was like, "Oh, this is a good idea." He's fucking wasted, and then he writes the new one after he's sober as a person, and then the character in the book like finds a new meaning after he sobers up. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so it's like, I get it. Like one is like him dealing with his just being an alcoholic piece of shit, and then one is like him getting better and fucking talking about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty interesting
Yeah.
to think about because
That is interesting.
those
What
rails.
was I going
man.
to say about that movie? Flanagan, Mike Flanagan,
Yeah,
director, Dr. Sleep.
What else do you direct?
I love that dude's movies.
yeah,
Oh my god. Oculus, have you seen that?
yep.
Love that. Gerald's Game, more
Yep.
Stephen King.
Trails, yeah. I
Dude.
just watched that for my first
He
time last week.
nailed that movie.
Dude.
Like, it was so dark. It was
Yeah.
Spoiler alert: when she cuts her wrist,
dude,
like I that was one of the only other scenes
The
that I have gotten
degloving
queasy.
scene.
Like
Yeah.
it was insane.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it reminded me
Um,
of Terminator.
And
When he's like pulls his.
yeah, just this. Yeah, terrible. The
I actually saw Terminator. Do you guys like Terminator at all?
I mean, I like the
Terminator 2.
first two. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Terminator
especially
1, yeah.
two.
Anyways, I thought it was pretty dope. People weren't giving it shit.
I mean, I would go see it for sure.
yeah, yeah.
We were looking up movies to go see the other night, and everyone's like, "Oh, nothing's out." I'm like, "I'll see Terminator."
I mean, there kind of is a lot
Let's
out,
go.
to be honest. Like,
We just I saw The Lighthouse.
yeah,
yeah, I saw
see
that
the
too.
Lighthouse. I haven't seen it yet. Is it good? You recommend?
We're both on
we
the same
won't talk
page.
too much about it then because he
Okay.
hasn't seen it. But
Worth seeing.
yeah,
Beautiful movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the way it was shot.
Right.
it looks unbelievable. The acting is out of control good.
but
I don't know
it's
why,
a
just
weird
something
one.
about it at the end. I was
Super
like,
weird.
I don't know. Like I'm not dying to see it again for some reason.
As a,
Gotcha.
as a fan of cinema, worth seeing, and I think
Yeah,
it'll go pretty both ways on how people feel about it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Either way, it was a stunning movie to watch. I loved watching it.
I enjoyed every second of it, but I'm like, I'm not freaking out over it. Like
Yeah.
everyone's losing their
Yeah.
minds over it, and I understand why people would be, but
Yeah, absolutely.
it's not hitting the
Right.
same for me for some reason.
I mean, a lot
I'll
of people.
probably give it another shot
I
though because it
honestly-
was beautiful. But
I didn't like The Witch that much.
Really? I
And
loved it.
See, but I was super tired that day. So, it was one of those things where I was like,
yeah, you got to watch it again.
maybe
though.
I'm not enjoying this because I'm literally falling asleep.
I-
You know what I mean? Like,
I've never watched
especially
it all
that movie.
yeah.
because I think I've started it about 3 times, and every time it's one of those where I start watching it. And I either fall asleep or I'm like, why am I doing this?
'Cause
Like,
you
this-
put it
on at
this
1
is not.
a.m.?
This is not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
1 a.m. after a long day is not the time to start watching. This
I do
movie.
that
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah.
Right.
So I've never seen it.
The Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For that
Okay.
reason, that's
You
why.
you both have to fully watch it then. 'Cause
I'm just spitballing. What
Mhm.
about The Autopsy of Jane
Jane
Doe?
Doe, loved it.
So you saw
Absolutely
that one?
loved it. It's crazy.
I haven't seen that.
That's a really good one, actually.
Dude.
And it's like, it's such a small story, but it's
Mhm.
so good and like fucking.
Is that
That
like an
just reminded
Exorcist type
me-
movie?
I mean, there's a lot of
In that
dark
vein?
spiritual
In that
stuff
vein?
going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
But I won't reveal
Yeah.
it.
Exorcism
see
of
it.
Emily Rose. That's
Right.
one of my
I
favorites.
never finished that movie. in my
I love
life.
that movie. That's one of those ones
I'd
that's
probably love it. I just
Yeah.
never.
that's one that
watched all of
sticks with me. I'm not exactly scared when I watch it, but I'm always going to bed
Mhm.
at night like fucking like on edge.
it. Yeah, you just screw yourself over.
Yeah, every time. We all into What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes.
The movie.
the
The
movie.
show's pretty good, but
Yeah. I haven't
I was
seen
gonna
the show.
say the show. I have not been watching it all.
Yeah.
but the movie I love, and that guy, his new movie is about to come out. Or maybe it's
Taika
out.
Waititi.
Yeah, have you seen the
The
Jojo Rabbit?
Yeah, it's playing, but it's only in select.
You don't even know?
theaters.
No, I've never seen that. No,
Wait, you never
you know
seen What We
who-
Do in the Shadows or Jojo Rabbit?
either.
Oh my!
Yeah.
You would love What We Do in the Shadows.
Yeah.
It's fucking,
Okay.
Taika
it's-
Waititi is like super weird director,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people are gonna let him do what he wants now because he did Thor Ragnarok,
Yeah, right.
and it was
that's
like
where I knew his name
yeah.
from.
So now he's like
My buddy Ethan
known
was
as a
talking
big
about him.
director.
Yep.
Yeah. So now he's doing super weird shit. Like Jojo Rabbit looks like a kind of a sing along with like Hitler and like
It's
some-
it's a little Nazi boy whose imaginary friend is Hitler,
Wow.
but they're like
All right.
being trained to be Nazis, but he obviously doesn't see it that way. He's like, I don't even understand why we hate these people. But it's like
Interesting.
Yeah.
though.
But it's a comedy.
Crazy concept.
yeah.
But I mean,
It is
what we
a comedy,
do, what we
though.
do in the
Yeah.
shadows is, a
Yeah.
comedy about vampires
Being
that are like
roommates.
roommates.
Right,
yeah.
And it's
I figured that
literally
just 'cause
hilarious.
I've seen trailers for
Yeah.
the show that came out recently.
The
But
show's not bad.
Dude, I love it when they run into the pack of the werewolf dudes.
Yeah.
you have to watch it just because like
Or Peter.
It's so just like reality TV, but with like monsters and stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
you have a new song, and then you guys have a new record.
Yep.
So
we do have that.
you could talk about
Oh,
that for a
this is
second.
where we plug. This is where we
yeah,
plug.
the
shit.
yeah. This
plug.
is talk about that for a minute.
Well, we got a new record out. It's called Internal Atomics,
Yeah.
and I think it's sick. You should check it out.
Hey, you should.
That's a plug.
Can I get one of those vinyls so we could do a contest for the video?
I'll give you whatever you want because I love you.
Hell yeah! Oh, I got a shirt for you.
I'll give you my bass right now. Like, it's
That's
totally fine.
tight. Can I have
Damn,
something?
dude. Right
have
or
something
die.
too?
What?
So what you guys got going on?
Yeah, we just released a new single.
New record coming?
Next year, this isn't part of a record. We just kind of did this.
Right.
Just did the single.
Okay.
And yeah, we're probably doing a record next year, all with Will Putney. We're all
Yep.
Putney boys over here, I think,
Tight.
which is
We
fun.
Putney boys.
Hell
which
yeah.
is fun.
It sounds like a fucking like a 70s buddy comedy or
The
something.
Putney boys. He's great. He is great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're gonna
he's-
have to jump it.
He's sick.
I feel like I'm at the end of Hot Ones. where
Yeah,
it's
dude.
Camera,
Right.
this camera,
I-
this camera, this
Yeah.
camera. Tell the people what you got going on in your life.
That's pretty good. I
I
fucking
love
love
Hot
Hot
Ones.
Ones. It's like my favorite thing.
Oh, I'm
What is
glad
it?
we got to shout out
What, tomorrow?
Hot Ones at the end of this because I
That's new
definitely
episode
nerd
tomorrow.
over them.
We've been doing it for a while, so
That was fun.
You know, it was fun. Yeah. Thanks for doing it.
Thanks, dog.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. And I hope you guys have a good tour, and I hope you
Appreciate you.
get everything that you want in life.
Same here, bud.
Nice to meet you, my friend.
Nice to meet you too.
Hopefully I see you again.
Yeah, please.
I like your hat. I like your band.
Oh, man.
All right. If you watch our movies and you appreciate us, press the like button, subscribe, tell your mother about us, tell your cousin. Hopefully your cousin's going through puberty and he needs to listen to some of this manly shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Teach
right.
him to be a man. Anyways, see you later,
Peace.
nerds.
Search forever for an antidote to understand. I'm still talking to myself live around. I'm here planning for a minute to your vicious plan. Still talking to myself. Search forever for an antidote to understand. I'm still talking to myself. Self-correct. Thank you so much. We've been Greyhaven.